Welcome to Q&A Friday. I'm your host, Stan, the Annuity Man, America's annuity agent, licensed in all 50 states. Today's question is a very good one and a hot topic. Can annuity companies that offer fixed index annuities, can they change the rules on the index option strategies? Very good question and very complicated answer, unfortunately. Now, with indexed annuities, they were put on the planet in 1995 to compete with CD returns, and that's kind of what they do. Historically, they're not market return products. I don't care what anyone shows you or tells you. And one of the things that is an issue that you need to understand, and it's just part of how the index annuity product works, these index options can change, the rules can change on the caps, spreads, participation rates, etc. In essence, how the gains are calculated. They can change and be changed at the annuity carrier's discretion with most products. Give you an example. If there's a 1-year option, let's say on the S&P, with most carriers, that means year 2, year 3 ongoing, they can set the rules on what those caps, spreads, and participation rates are. If you buy a 2-year option or a 3-year option, some carriers offer that, then those caps, spreads, and participation rates are locked in for that term. But what I always tell people is be very careful with index annuities from an accumulation value strategy, because let's just say it's a 10-year surrender charge and it's a 1-year call option. That means you're really buying a 1-year guarantee with a 10-year surrender charge. And some carriers are not pro-consumer, as we might say, on their what's called renewal rates, meaning they do change the rules, and a lot of times it's not in your favor. A lot of carriers are in your favor, and they change them in your favor. And there's some we're seeing now that are given even though it's a 1-year call option or a 2-year call option, they're locking in that cap, spread, or participation rate for the duration of the surrender charge. Those are few and far between. But one of the questions you need to ask, number one, is why are you buying an index annuity? Because if it's for market growth, no, please don't. And if it's for the upfront bonus, that's candy for the stupid. Please don't. If it's for to protect the principal and get market returns, don't, because that's a sales pitch. But ask, do the option choices and cap, spreads, and participation rates change? And if so, when and how? How often? Is that 1 year, every 1 year, 2 year, whatever? And is it at the carrier's discretion? First of all, if the agent can't answer that, that's a problem. Second of all, you should be using us at theannuityman.com so that we can shoot it straight with the index annuity story, and you're not just buying some sales pitch and pie in the sky nonsense. But the bottom line is understand this, and here's the question. Can annuity carriers change the index option strategies, cap, spreads, and participation rates at their discretion? The answer is most of them can. Most contracts for index annuities, they can change those rules. So it might be prudent for you to contact us and find out the ones that can't change the rules and the ones that we feel are pro-customer from the standpoint of how they price those index option strategies. Be careful out there. As I always say, if you can't explain it to a 9-year-old, no offense to 9-year-olds, don't buy it. And the last thing, and you know this, but I'm going to say it again, if it sounds too good to be true, with indexed annuities, it is every single time without exception. And I'm one of the biggest indexed annuity proponents on the planet, but only if they're explained correctly. Just remember, they're a CD product, not a market product, even though you'd hope it would be a market product. It's not. That's Stan, the Annuity Man, Q&A Friday. Seize the day, seize the weekend.